Are we recording?
Do you know where you are?
You are now witnessing the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour with your host, Unknown Factor, and Chuckklez, the motherfucking headhunter clown.
The place of torment, pandemonium.
Where we present y'all some of the old school shit and the new school shit of horror generation.
Everything's true.
From the fucked up remakes,
God's an astronaut.
to the new shit,
Oz is over the rainbow.
the disturbing and gory films,
The Midian's where the monsters live.
to the old school shit that we just love to enjoy.
And you came to die.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a bitch.
Alright, one time. So you are now witnessing the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour. Yeah!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is No Fucks Given Radio. I am the Unknown Factor. And look, before we get started into the goddamn bullshit we're about to get started into, I just want to say last night was a hell of an episode of Aliens Ate My Broadcast with Mr. DKB. Had Razorblade Real call in. We got into all kinds of shit about the Illuminati after we was able to finally fuck up Lara. I do suggest you check that out after you finish checking this shit out. But that was last night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I gotta move this bitch up a little. Tonight we get triple F rated. That's motherfucking right with the Freaky Fucked Up VR. So you know I got a headhunter in the house, Chuckklez.
Yeah, what up, though?
I'm gonna murder you. Yeah, Elmo, you wanna help me?
This is Elmo 4 and 5, and there's finally an episode I'm not the one being yelled at! It happened! It finally happened!
If we had Damian Quinn's toilet bowl flush sound effect in the background, we will applaud you for that, sir.
I mean, for real.
It was finally, Elmo's not the asshole this time.
No, I don't even know where to goddamn start, but we ain't starting with that one because I don't want to revisit it that quickly after having to view it. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will be getting into Veronica, the film they say is the most terrifying film of the fucking year, as well as Class of Nuke High from Trauma Films, and then a Serbian film for some ungodly reason. Blame fucking Chuckklez, right? Because I certainly am at the moment. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. But to start out this shit, huh?
Volkmir.
Oh, dude, look, we ain't getting. I'm gonna kill him. I'm just gonna kill them both. I'm gonna, right? We ain't getting into that shit, right? Because I know for a fucking fact the last film we're gonna end up reviewing is the one that unfortunately is probably gonna be the most time spent on. The first film, yeah, that's Veronica, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're gonna get into first, right? That was my choice. And
that was a good film. I liked it.
All right, I will say, but I agree with you on that, Chuckklez. It was a great film. All right, it wasn't a great film. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. But
for me, I feel like I would have actually been able to enjoy it if I didn't see all the articles telling me this is the scariest fucking movie of all time. I really wish I went into this one blind. This is one reason I almost never watch horror trailers.
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer before I even watched it. I just went ahead and just did it without hearing everybody's reviews on it.
Yeah, because one of my friends, she messaged me about this movie because I saw it because I've seen it twice. One with my friend who sent me the article, and then I saw these articles on Google. Veronica is the scariest movie made of all time. God, this movie, people are turning it off and they're so scared. So by the time we got to watching it, and me and my friend sat down and watched it, I was like, it kind of fucked the movie up for me. It really legitimately fucked the movie up for me.
It just ruined the hype of it.
Yeah, agreed. This was a movie that was definitely overhyped. Because I fully agree with you, Elmo and Charles. It was because I was expecting this to be terrifying, and look, it's not even the most frightening movie that we're reviewing tonight. Period.
Yeah.
End of fucking story. It's not. It doesn't stand a candle to one of the particular films that we're going to get into. But this, yeah, it was released in 2007. It was it was a Netflix original. Let me just ask you guys, initially, just an initial question. What do you think made people hype this film up like that?
Oh, man, it's like, pretty much like, if you see some satanic, like, devil worship movies or something like that where a bitch gets possessed and goes full-on exorcist on somebody's ass, that, yeah, people get freaked out about that, about a lot of things.
Yeah, I just, I've seen so many, also, here's the thing is the genre, I feel like, has been beaten so far into the ground, and when I watched it, I didn't feel like it brought anything new to the table. Like, I feel like everything was been there, done that. Like, every scene.
Yeah.
Is, like, even, like, I think there's another horror movie that also has, like, the nurse with the fucked up eyes and stuff, like the creepy blind nurse and another possession movie. I was like, it's like, I swear I've seen this movie in a different, like, an American version of this.
Yeah, the blind nun and all that goodness, yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, man. This is actually based on a police report that came out of Madrid in 1991. And I didn't get a chance because I got distracted by a film. Fucking Chuckklez. But I meant to look up this police report later on today. But after reviewing the last of the 3 films we were supposed to today, I was kind of traumatized and not in the mood to do much. I'll be real honest. I was like, I'm done for today. What the fuck was that shit? So I didn't get a chance, but did either of you actually look up the police report?
I haven't read the actual police report. All I've seen is like the big internet overhype that happens throughout the. All I've really seen is like the big internet overhype articles, and that's what I saw before I watched the movie. Which I just it's a decent, well-made movie, but like just like fuck, it's all been done.
Yeah, what I've read so far in the article is based on a true story that this one girl wanted to contact her dead boyfriend from the afterlife, so she decided to
it was her father.
Chill out with her friend.
In the movie, it was her father. It was in the movie.
In the movie it was her father, but in the documents, the real life thing, she wanted to contact her boyfriend through a Ouija board. And then all of a sudden, she died within 6 months later after suffered from hallucinations and seizures and just performing some crazy like exorcist type shit.
Yeah.
Why would they change that? That's a very odd fact to change. Why not leave it to be your boyfriend? Why change it to her father?
Yeah, it just gave him that influence that started making that kind of idea. It's like, wow, well, you know what? Let's do that. Let's throw that idea where somebody wants to like get in contact with their dead lovers or their dead relatives. Let's use a Ouija board. That sounds smart.
And first off, let's jump right to that. Because I'm not going to jump to the fucking 3 weeks earlier point in this movie. I'm very much agreeing with fucking Morty in the fact you should start your story where it starts, not where it gets fucking interesting. That's just my goddamn opinion. Unless you can do it properly. There are some films that do that right. Most of them just do it for the initial to get you in. And if you have to do that to get somebody into your movie, then you didn't make your fucking movie right.
So are you saying that they changed the story for the movie?
They changed the story from what happened in reality life to what they want to use for the movie.
I actually hate knowing that I hate the movie that much more now because I was already really, I was already really disappointed with this movie not scaring me at all. Like, and I don't know, it's just none of this. Like, I felt like all the scares were coming from a mile away. Like I was like, there's nothing. It didn't jump me. It didn't move me. It just seemed like I don't know, like it's like I don't know,
predictable.
Yeah, I was like, is this like a I don't know a Spanish remake of Insidious or something? What am I watching?
It was pretty much like I think The Last Exorcism, I believe in that way, if you can say that, but a rated R version.
Yeah. Dude, there have been 100 different versions of this film. Let's be real fucking honest, guys. I mean, it was a fairly basic possession film. It really was. But to go back to like the seance that they initially threw, what a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they obviously had no idea of the arcane and how it works and how you need to properly prep yourself if you really are gonna do something like that. First off, like it's the amount of fucking thought they put into trying to do that was minimal at best.
Well, they're supposed to be teenagers in their defense. I mean, it's just like teenagers do dumb shit and they do it wrong. I mean, that's not like that's nothing new. I don't think that necessarily them doing it wrong is an unrealistic scenario.
True.
It's just like they don't ever, like, people just don't want to read the instructions first and just go in balls deep within it and see what happens if we don't follow the rules.
Oh, well, I'll tell you another interesting point. Apparently in real life, because if you watch the film, when they're doing that seance, a bunch of crazy shit happens, and the board ends up breaking in half. Apparently, in the true situation, the nun broke that board in half because she walked in on the seance while it was being performed.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that would be less scary.
Well, yeah, no, but it would also... Look, if anybody out there is the type of person that believes in this shit and you are going to make use of it, I'm under the impression you can contact things that aren't necessarily of the dimension that we're in. I'm not necessarily going to say what they are or are not, but there are practices and things and precautions that you should take in doing this. And if you're contacting them through a Ouija board, the last thing you want to do is pick it up and snap it the fucking half, because that perma opens the door.
Yeah, for real.
And what happened was that she didn't say goodbye after they were done with the Ouija board. That's what pretty much everything might have happened.
Oh, and in real life, apparently she died in the hospital as well after months of seizures.
Yeah, 6 months.
Oh, they made it like she died that night, and they didn't like fucking. They made it like she died that night, and they don't know why she died.
Yeah, like you said in the real life event, they said that her death was still a mystery to this day.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her.
Yeah, that's what it says. So they never actually figured out what caused her or what killed her.
Haunted.
That's, and I don't know, man. I think I can do a brief synopsis of this whole film. It's a basic fucking possession film. It's something that if you've seen a movie based on a possession that was a decent one, you've pretty much seen this film. And whoever said it was the most terrifying film of 2017 needs to shut their fucking mouth.
Yeah, it wasn't scary.
Factor, you know how you described the movie The Monster as like the basic bitch horror movie? That's how I felt watching Veronica.
Yeah, basic bitch possession film. That's exactly. But it's still, I mean, it's a good film though. I mean, it was an okay film, but it's a basic bitch possession film. Kind of like Monster. Monster was an okay film, but it's a basic bitch monster film. I mean,
just a very standard, like straightforward kind of just plot you would expect. I don't know. I just love the way The Monster was made. But anyway, we're reviewing Veronica. Veronica was well made also. It was well made. I feel like their PR actually like fucked the movie up for them.
Yeah, it's just like they gave it that atmosphere that you could have sworn that you kind of seen this kind of shit before. But other than that, though, the motion picture-wise, it was great quality. The storyline was good. But
and it was
just,
well
like,
shot
it was predictable.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like everything
the
done
acting
in a
was
production
fine.
part. Yeah.
And it was in a
got
foreign
quiet.
country.
Wait,
Usually, Factor never reviews movies that are from a different country.
Well, look, can I say on that note, let me bring this fucking point up. And whatever, I'll read a film. I don't mind. I've read many a film in my day. I read Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I've read about fucking 4 or 5 different films since we've started this particular show. If it's a decent film, I'll take the time to read subtitles. But if you notice on Netflix, this motherfucker was translated into like 5 different languages and not English.
More than 5.
Oh, more than 5, my wife said. It was like 10. For real, it was like this shit was translated into Portuguese, Spanish, French, fucking a couple other... Simple Chinese and regular Chinese. I don't know what the difference is. I'm just saying. And not English. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead, my bad.
It was. I almost feel like they should have put more. I feel like they should have put more into the script than the PR, because I feel like if they like I feel like for this to be a really good movie, they needed to have just done a couple of just a couple of scares that you just didn't see coming,
Yeah, it's just like even when these certain scenes where you feel like when things get quiet, there's going to be a jump scare coming up and shit like that. It just like made it so predictable what's going on. I don't even need to see the trailer or see that. It's just like, all right, here comes a jump scare.
It didn't scare my wife, and my wife is a pussy when it comes to horror films. Okay, and my wife watched this entire thing and did not get scared at all. And they're gonna call it the most terrifying film in 2000. And I think that's my serious problem is I've seen my wife jump at so many different films, and I mean several films that we've reviewed on this particular show for that matter, and a plethora of fucking others for that matter. And this is so hyped. It's, oh my god, it's gonna be frightening, and no. This is basic.
Yeah, so scary people had to turn it off. It's like, I was fine after that. I went to bed after that movie.
I was kind of high as fuck while watching it, almost dozed off pretty much, I ain't gonna lie.
There's only one film I contemplated turning off that we're reviewing tonight, and we'll get to that at the end of the fucking show, man. I'll be honest,
though. A grudge on this.
I want to keep this shit brief because I don't think this fucking film deserves a lot of time, especially how overhyped it was. I think it's kind of terrible in my opinion. I will say I think it's interesting that she had a family seance. Really?
And I think the main reason why she probably died in the first place because of retarded brother. My bad. No disrespect to the dysfunction, but he drew like a evil symbol on the wall without being the protective symbol. Yeah.
Well, and this is a point my wife made several times when we were watching it, both when they were making the initial seance and when they were doing it later. And I upped it. Like, one, there should have been a ring of salt around that with what you're doing. When you're doing anything that arcade, yeah, you want to get a ring of salt because that contains everything. And the symbol that they were drawing everywhere, they should have drawn it on the floor and they should have been sitting within it.
Yeah, because in every ritual, like they said, the salt is supposed to be the main wall that protects you. They didn't do that. It's like candles is only like brings out the spirits in you that helps it get out.
That's the funny thing. I'm sitting here watching this film and I'm like, she's thought enough to draw this symbol everywhere. Why doesn't she realize to draw it big on the floor and then everyone sit in that circle? And like, I would think the salt thing is fairly common. I don't know. This was done in 1991, though, and I don't know how common knowledge that is to just Joe fucking Schmo, to be honest, because I know I'm a goddamn weirdo, and so are the rest of us. But
yeah, I mean, I was like 1 year old by the time that shit hit the fan.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to do something like that sincerely, I would draw that symbol on the floor, and I would line the outside of it with salt, and then you step in and you do what the fuck you're going to do. You want to know a funny side note?
What?
What's that?
I have that symbol drawn somewhere, and I'll just leave it at that. I mean the one of protection, not the one of invitation.
Cool.
You know. I'm just saying. Those things are important.
That would be creepy to me if that movie was scary.
Yeah, it's just like when people always throwing the hype out. When you see every movie that comes out, motherfuckers always going to say, this film has been rated the most #1 film in fucking America. Bitch, no, it's not. The moment you check it out, it's just like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Well, first off, Elmo, whether that's scary or not, though, dude, that is a fucking actual rune.
Oh.
Like, that's some real shit, man. If memory serves me proper, it's Celtic. Or Celtic.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Celtic. I said Celtic. Like the Boston fucking Celtics. Larry Bird, shout out. Fuck him, actually. That's besides the point. No, Celtic is what I meant. My apologies. Thank you, babe. I just seen Celtic in my head. I don't know why. Yeah, it's actually Celtic if memory serves me proper. I'm not 100% certain on that. Yeah, but I mean, that is an actual, like, that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? It was something the Vikings used back in the day to try and keep away evil fucking spirits. But God, that bitch just used all this shit so poorly. Can I say about, like, there's this part of me that I will only recommend one film tonight for you guys to go watch, for everyone watching. That's the fucking truth.
Yeah.
Drop that new Elmo trailer. We need that film. There's an Elmo trailer? What?
Oh yeah. So yeah. So I was in I was in the process of getting my notes organized, and Nobi just dropped a trailer for my new video.
Oh man, yeah, I wanted to be in that video, man, but I was hella busy on that fucking day. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we. I mean, maybe should we put that on the Elmo show tomorrow, or should we? I don't know.
If
yeah,
you've
we
got
do
it,
that
bro.
tomorrow.
Yeah, if you've got it, bro, get it to me. We'll fucking totally plan that for tomorrow. Because tomorrow, Elmo 415. Yeah, we'll enter the no fucks given hour. That's what's up. Yeah, but that's not tonight. Goddammit. It's fucking funny that it took you that long to get an interview on this radio when you've been a host forever.
Right.
Fuck him.
It's
well,
a
actually,
miracle.
wait.
God damn it.
Hold on, he's been interviewed. He was interviewed on what is currently, or what has become Sinful Sunday, the No Fucks Given Hour Sinful Sunday. So actually, you have been interviewed, Elmo. But
I
not
have.
the,
This is my second interview.
Yeah, just not a
But
This
proper.
is my first
given
interview
edition.
about my music.
Hey, Noble, look, we'll drop it tomorrow. Check on the No Fucks Given Hour with Elmo 415. We will drop that video, I promise. Lando, I think quarantine did make my wife jump pretty hard. Yeah, quarantine made my wife jump pretty hard. So that's why I say this movie to me, it would have been better had it not been so overhyped. I guess I just went into it expecting way more than it ended up being.
I needed more.
But as for the freaky, fucked up, and fear, what do you guys prefer to have this particular movie in that category?
I mean, look, like I said, you get, look, can you get FFF rated on this show, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question, right? Right? These films, can you get a FFF rating? Because that's the goal with a horror film, right? So is it freaky? So guys, did you think it was freaky?
Not really.
No.
I mean, it. Look, if legit that shit was happening, like in real life, it's freaky. But in the film, in the context of that film, yeah, that wasn't very freaky. It was basic ass. It was basic. So no, yeah, that's one F down. Was it fucked up?
Not
I wouldn't
really.
say fucked up either. It's like there was no gore or anything like that got me excited in my pants, but you know, it is what it is.
The only thing fucked up about this film was that people called it the most terrifying film of 2017. That's the only thing that was fucked up about this, is it was very, very, very improperly fucking promoted, in my opinion. And did it bring the fear, gentlemen?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, this
It
bitch
didn't
got
scare
0
me.
Fs.
Yeah.
Out of
there's
3 Fs, it got 0.
It was a good movie, but it was not like it scared the shit out of me. And no, it wasn't that scary.
I mean, it was terrible. And look, real quick, spoilers, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that didn't know we were gonna do that, because that's what the fuck we do on the Freaky Fucked Up Fear. I forgot
Spoiler.
to announce that. Yeah, at the beginning of the show. Technically, we didn't spoil that film that much, though. Let's be real honest, because
we really didn't. They spoiled the ending at the beginning of the movie anyway. Like, that was another thing that made it less scary. You already know, when it's in the first 5 minutes of the movie, you already kind of know how it's going to end, which really takes the fear away. Like,
yeah, that's what I hate so much, when they always bring up the ending at the start of the movie and then show like a sequel, say this what happened earlier, this shit. Well, we already know what fucking happened then.
yeah, it's like, okay, you're going to tell us what happened at the end, at the beginning, and then you're just going to show us how it's going to build up to that. Then it's like, okay, what do I need to watch the damn movie for?
My wife made a valid point, though. Unless it's high tension.
They did that one good.
Like, High Tension was pretty good. At least they
That's one
had
of those
the ball
though.
by they had the ball
Jones.
by the horns. You know what I'm saying? But like this one was like no.
Yeah, it's one of those that does the, you should start you fucking can start it 3 weeks later, and it worked, But I wish I had that fucking soundbite queued up for Morty right now. I swear to God, where it's like, I think we should start our stories where they begin, not where they get interesting. Veronica, take a fucking lesson from this, because you sucked.
Yeah, I can't believe it's from the same director as Wreck, because that was actually creepy.
Yeah, right. Because Recorded was more creepier than this. This one was just like simple. Like,
I was actually legitimately
like
creeped out during Rec. I was like, wow, this is actually spooky as shit.
See, now I have not seen that whatsoever. I feel like we might have to review that.
That's the original Quarantine movie.
The original what?
Well, Quarantine is a shot-by-shot remake of Rec, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, well then kudos to that dude, because I am a fucking fan of Quarantine, and that made my wife jump a lot. So, I don't know what the fuck this dude's problem was with this second one. Maybe he needed to write original material as opposed to trying to base it on something in reality, because the movie he made that was entirely fictitious was way fucking better.
Yeah.
And if I was going to rate that, that would definitely at least get a couple Fs. This motherfucker got none, ladies and gentlemen.
Not me.
Go away, Veronica. For real. I'm good. No Fs. How you gonna look? If we shouldn't be bringing shows or movies on this fucking show that can't even accomplish getting 1 out of a triple F rating.
Because we're fucked up people, we enjoy watching gory, crazy ass shit. This is not in our forte.
We'll get into how fucked up you are here in a minute, motherfucker. I mean, it's usually Elmo I've got to give a fucking massive amount of shit to. What the holy fuck?
I'm just sitting back, relaxing, enjoying the sunshine while
he has
Chuckklez gets roasted.
Yeah, well, Elmo's like licking some female's like foot in the background or some shit.
Well, let's see what Chuckklez thinks though, because up next, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see if it gets that triple F rating. Will be Class of Nuke 'Em High. Yeah, from Trauma Films. That's what's up. We've had a couple Trauma films that we've reviewed. Toxic Avenger, I was a fan of. Beware Children at Play, not so much. I'll be real honest. So this would be our third Trauma film that we've reviewed on the Freaky Fucked Up VR. Elmo, you're the trauma expert.
Oh, Elmo, what have you got us watching again?
I don't want to hear. No, Chuckklez, you don't get to say that this time. No, not this time. Any other time, I would allow it. But on this particular show, you shut your dirty whore mouth, sir. What the fuck?
Class of Nuke 'Em High. When I just watched it again for the thing for this, one thing I was thinking, in a way, it's kind of like the Toxic Avenger, but like the chemicals don't do good things at all.
Yeah, that's what we in fact were just talking about before we got this show up and rolling. It was like, to me, when I watched this movie, it kind of made me have to feel like this was another story of Toxic Avenger, but in a different storyline.
Yeah, it's like if the toxic chemicals made everybody evil instead of good, like creating a monster hero. Because this one, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of like really good guys or anything. It's just a bunch of fucking weird degenerates.
That's what all high schoolers are.
Yeah, but no, there was the one guy that was a good guy. I didn't write the fucking character names down, I'll be real honest. There was far too many. I do love the giant bone, though, but that's a different point. That giant bone was awesome, guys. Come on. I mean, you fully got to admit that shit was pretty fucking dope. But now
I wish street gangs dressed like that. That would be weird.
You know what's so funny? Why is it every time when it comes to these movies like this, why are they always throwing a transvestite in these certain gangs like this? I mean, why?
It's a trauma thing. Every time you watch a trauma movie, they always have a transvestite. Whenever there's like a bad guy gang, there's always one transvestite in the whole gang. It's a trauma thing.
Like, why? It's like, how is that intimidating?
I think it's Lloyd Kaufman just is a nihilist who doesn't give a shit and does whatever he wants. That's my reasoning if I was to think of one. Because
when you say transvestite, you're referring to the guy that had the fucking like cones on his fucking chest and shit?
Yeah, and doing all kinds of weird shit. Maybe he's into cross-dressers, or we don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I swear I recognize that actor from like a fucking an episode of It's Always Sunny, and then he's also in like a snowboarding film from back in the day that's very much like a fucking like a National Lampoon's type film. But it's not National Lampoon's, but it's like at a snowboarding school. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I swear that was that dude.
There are so many recognizable characters that were in certain trauma movies that we've seen before.
One thing I gotta say is the chick in the gang, oh, I want to do things with her.
Bro, you are not, you don't know. You don't know my life or how much what I would just love to do to that girl's butt.
What? So she can get you some weed that fucking turns you into the Toxic Avenger? What the fuck?
Dude, she had more balls than anybody else in the fucking game.
That's so true.
Yeah, I mean, there's
first she'll call you a faggot, and after that she'll just like kiss you and just beat the shit out of you for pleasure.
See, that's the kind of girls I like.
Call you a faggot, straight off the bat, and then kick your shit out of you, and after that have sex with you.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
To each their own, man. Whatever. But hey, I'll tell you what. Another point I want to make about this film: why the fuck do you have a nuclear waste plant that close to a goddamn school?
I know, it's like
now that's the question of all questions. Like, whose idea was it to build a high school next to a fucking nuclear power plant?
It's like a setup for everything bad to happen in that location. And then they wonder why there's
all
like
the badass little kids and high schoolers that people just hate from this world, and we're just gonna toss them into a toxic waste dump where they belong, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then
it's like, so I wonder with like the gang, the Cretans, if they I wonder with like the gang, the Cretans, it's like they've been like at that school so long breeding toxic chemicals that they're just turned into fucking weirdos who fucking wear animal bones.
Hold the fuck on. How did you? Elmo, trauma is supposed to be your shit, and you didn't pick this up. They said to the Cretans and whatever, fucking Lando, you are creepy. You can't help it that Elmo's fucking a little creepy too. We're all fucking creepy. Get over it. But
they used to be preppies, like prep,
yeah, like 3 weeks ago,
kids, and all of a sudden they turned into this weird gang, pretty much.
Yeah. They said it was like 3 weeks ago. You guys were our honor roll class or our honor roll students.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And all of a sudden, guys became a bunch of cretins.
Oh yeah.
It's because they were smoking weed that was grown right next to a waste fucking
Power
deposit
plant.
site. I mean, that's like the waste was dumping right in there, and they're growing weed right there. Hey, this weed grows really quick. Yeah, motherfucker, it's irradiated.
It will give you an atomic high. I'll die with that.
Oh, there's only one joint, and they were selling it for $10. Are you fucking shitting me?
Tiny ass joint.
That better be some goddamn fucking moon rock or some shit. Like, Jesus, I don't know what the fuck kind of prices they were setting, especially in the fucking day and age that was. I mean, that's not like some fucking modern age shit where you're fucking around with, a fucking dispensary and, medical grade
or shit.
Yeah, no.
$10 for that? Like, damn, that's some weak weed.
I do love how they, though the first guy who flips out because he drinks out of the faucet, his excuse for that dude getting sick is, I heard he has 2 microwaves, and we know those cause problems.
Okay, here's the thing of what I don't get from it. It's like when you're tasting toxic, it should automatically burn your fucking mouth or your flesh in general. He just spat it out like it was like liquid, like it was nothing. The way he sipped it though was like unbearable.
And Trauma doesn't give a shit about continuity errors. That's one thing. You go into Trauma movies, they don't give a fuck.
And that's what, look, I've watched several Trauma films at this point. Like I said, reviewed a couple. I'd seen a couple in the past. And here's the one thing. When you're watching a Trauma film, you need to be aware you're watching a Trauma film. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different breed all in its own. But if you're aware of it, they can be really enjoyable films, in my opinion. Some of them not so much. I mean, it happens. There's not going to be ever a film company that everything they turn out was great. Look, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I don't like all the fucking shit that Disney has put out with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Iron Man 3 was kind of shit. So it's just going to happen. But I think you do have to have that mindset going into a trauma film. Like, okay, this is a trauma film. Got it.
Yeah, it is the anti-mainstream film company. Like, they want nothing to do with high budgets and big-name actors, really. Like, and when you go into a movie knowing that, you know, you're going to know what to expect. But, yeah, I imagine, like, if this movie just popped up on Netflix and you turned it on while you're bored, you'd be like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Or that if you just want to get high and just want to watch some random ass shit just to make you laugh and giggle, this is the movie for you.
Yeah.
Something that you watch on the L-Ray network, pretty much.
That, real quick, right there, Chuckles, is why Elmo's film was superior to yours this time. Because there is no goddamn... I don't give a fuck how fucked up, how drunk, what the hell I'm on. I don't ever want to watch the jeez, we'll get into that in a fucking minute. I fucking motherfucker.
All right, so before we get on with the ratings, out of scale of 1 to 10, what was your guys' favorite gore scene in the movie?
What are you doing? We switched this, fucker. It's triple F. How many Fs did it get?
No, 1 to 10.
Fuck a 1 to 10. I want to know how many Fs it got, right? Because this is the freaky fucked up fear hour. That's what we're judging on. How freaky you are, how fucked up you are, and how much fear did you bring. All right? That's what I want to know. But, hey, I want to get into it.
Like,
wait.
I would give it 2.
So what 2, though?
I'd say it's freaky and fucked up, but it's not scary, although it is a horror comedy technically, so they are mixing the two genres with this one, so it's kind of hard to really expect too much fear in it because that's what it really, like, there's a lot of humor in this.
Yeah, and I agree, but I will say there is one thing I found kind of frightful in this particular film, and if I got an erection that big, I would be fucking worried.
Oh yeah.
That erection was like bigger than he was tall.
If you got an erection that big, you would actually just die of blood loss, if we were being realistic.
Or the bitch was getting pregnant by that toxic monster. Like, I'll be scared more than her.
You know, there was one scene that I thought felt really weird and uncomfortable that I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with. And I don't even know if it was meant to be weird or fucked up, but when the Cretans are being expelled and they're singing the national anthem, it's so... I was like,
yeah, that scene was so weird. It was so random.
It genuinely made me uncomfortable, which is really weird because I don't even think they were trying to do that, which made it even more uncomfortable.
It just literally made me feel like Christina Ricci when she was Wednesday in Addams Family. When they started singing, she was backing herself in the corner like a scared little puppy. Yeah, that scared me.
There are things in this movie that could only have been done in 80s movies that cannot be done now. Like when there's like scenes of like people like shooting people up in the school, like you can't do that in a movie now. Like you'd get so much shit if you made this movie now. Like if this movie came out, people would be like protesting. This was like a new movie.
I mean, they protest with the children at play when they killed kids and shit.
Yeah, that's true. But like, yeah, the whole like, because there's like blatant like school shooting going on in this, and it's like. And they make it like almost like weird and comical because it's a horror comedy, and it's just like I was just thinking watching. I was like, man, if this movie was made now, you couldn't make this movie now. It just wouldn't happen.
It's like if someone made a movie about the Columbine kids and do the school shooting, yeah, they're gonna get fucking death threats like for you till the day they die, pretty much.
Yeah, there's a couple of movies that were made about the school shootings, and they didn't succeed very well, and probably for the reason you're saying.
I mean, Bowling for Columbine, I think, would be the one that had the most publicity in a context like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, there was 2 movies that were actually made as, like, based on the actual Columbine shootings, and I don't think either of them did that well because people were just really uncomfortable with the whole idea.
Yeah.
Not only that, there was kids who had died, and two dumbasses that pretty much brung a bad influence to a lot of musical legends and shit like that.
Yeah, and that's,
Marilyn Manson got fully blamed on that bullshit.
Oh yeah, they were like, Marilyn Manson's all your fault. Like, really? Just all his fault?
like he legit said it in his interview. Said, I'm gonna get blamed for this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they've been blaming rock music on shit for like forever.
Oh yeah. Well, man, they do that with entertainment, period, though, across the board. I mean, think about how many times you've heard, video games make people violent. No. People are just inherently violent by nature, and you have to teach them to be decent. That's part of being human. It's also called part of animal nature. And regardless of how highly people want to look at themselves, at the base, we're all animals. I mean, that's what the fuck we are, And we have to train ourselves and train everyone as far as the younger generation to be better than that. Otherwise, that's all we'll ever be as animals. It's something that has to slowly be achieved.
That's what the Cretans represent us, pretty much, outside of the skin.
I gotta say, though, man, you guys both say 2 Fs. I say, 2 1/4 of an F. Because, it had little spots where it's like, what the fuck was that? I mean... it wasn't that it wasn't that scary. There was some fear in there, though. That bitch spit up a xenomorph. It looked like a fucking xenomorph from Aliens. That shit looked like a chest burster, and she just...
That movie was like a weird PSA for, stay away from, drugs and sex.
One thing in the movie that kind of made me confused when he smoked a joint and he becomes this toxic Avenger-looking monster, kills one of the Cretans, and all of a sudden he just stopped.
Yeah, what was that?
No care about continuity. Fuck continuity. Let's just do whatever we want.
No, I will say.
I thought he was gonna be like a nuclear superhero, like fucking Toxic and what was the fuck? What was that one cartoon in Toxic Avengers when he has a squad together? What were they called? Toxic Crusaders. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I thought he was gonna be another Crusader type dude, but no.
No, dude, look, I have a new title for this film that I think would be awesome. It's Toxic Reefer Madness.
Dude! Yeah. That's so true.
That's what it is. It's Toxic Reefer Madness, for real. And Toxic Reefer Madness, it gets 2 Fs, ladies and gentlemen. I won't count my 4th one, because fuck it. It really, or my quarter one, yeah, it really wasn't that frightening. But I will say I love that guy dies in every trauma film. That fucking big fucker.
Oh yeah, he actually died in real life a year ago, unfortunately. R.I.P.
Well, rest in peace, good sir.
Yeah, they always do kill him in movies. Yeah, he's actually one of the people who helps produce the movies too. Like a lot of Lloyd Kaufman casts a lot of the people that make the movies too, because he's not too big on spending money on any,
Yeah, this was a low budget movie. Like when you look at it on Wikipedia, it was a low budget movie, especially as a B-rated movie as it is. They always go down with a budget.
All I know is Lando said he just watched the trailer for Class of Nuke High, and he says, "What the fuck? LOL." That's Elmo's response. Or that's
exactly
response.
what we were watching. That's what it was. A what the fuck?
No. And look,
I want to get pissed off. It wasn't as retarded like when we watched Children at Play. That was
yes.
What the fuck you got us watching, Elmo?
Yeah, so, that was one movie that I saw when I was way younger, and then I watched it again. I was like, oh, this, because you ever watch a movie when you're between the ages of 10 and 14, and it seems kind of dope, and then you watch it again as an adult, and you're like, ah, shit, this was whack.
Yeah, this was somebody that was legit starting their first ever movie on a budget, and this is how it came out. Poor.
I mean, some shit just doesn't hold up from childhood, man. I mean, that's definitely true. And yeah, no, Beware Children at Play was a terrible goddamn choice. But Elmo, it was not as bad as this goddamn film. Chuckles, you.
He has no words.
No words to explain what we're about to experience. To anybody that listens to my track, Keep the Heads and Eat the Rest, and you hear the beat of where that movie comes from, it's about a Serbian film.
Look, I dig that track. That track is not even a % of as fucked up as this film was.
Serbian film. The because
we explained to each other like earlier. It's like if we ever show a Serbian film under the show, one of us is gonna get fired. And this might be my last time you'll see me on this shit.
No. What it is that's right. I just fired Chuckklez, all right? But I, at the same moment, rehired little Chuckle Buckle Jr. the third up in the motherfucking house. Yeah, that's his permanent name on NFGR. I swear to God. I'm going to always call you that, motherfucker. That's like, it's little Chuckle Buckle Jr. the third. That's what it is. I don't know no Chuckles no more after this goddamn film.
So when you want to say any movie that's fucked up, if you have a homie, you're chilling with your homies and say, bro, do you know any gory, like completely mind-fucked movies you know that we can watch? Give them this movie and you're gonna have one hell of a ride.
Yeah, this is the official film that broke Elmo. So all
right,
it broke all of us in general.
Real quick,
yeah.
What I want to say before we get into the guts of, I should not have phrased that like that. Jesus
get into the anal of this movie.
Shut the fuck! I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna give you a Charlie horse from hell when I see you, dude. You got no fucking idea. Yeah, you can. You hit him in the leg repetitively.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm not gonna fuck you up. I just need you, like, just a little discomfort, because that shit was highly uncomfortable, bro. I feel like I owe you a little bit of discomfort from you making me watch this fucking movie. But at this moment, I'm throwing up a white flag, guys. All right, I'm throwing up the white flag. All right, can we stop trying to outdo one another?
This was pretty much like a film I had to get back at Elmo for watching the Greasy Strangler.
The real revenge came to factor because I had already seen this movie. So you really
what the fuck did I do to you?
Man. So anyway, a Serbian film. How do we explain this movie? It's a Gornor.
Let's just, because
Gorno, actually.
Well, yeah, because like at first, let me fucking change pages here. I'm watching this film for probably the first, I'd say, 20 minutes. I'm like, why the fuck am I watching a porno? What the fuck?
It was both ways, actually.
Well, I'm really not watching a porno. This is something else.
Yeah, I mean, but just like, that's what, there was a shitload of fucking in that film for like the first 30 minutes, and it wasn't even violent. It was weird that the kid was watching a porno that the dad was starring in. That's a little fucking odd. If you look, I don't even recommend going and watching this film. Just let us spoil it for you and leave that shit at that.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, like, but just let us spoil it and then never go watch that shit ever. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. As the Unknown Factor recommends that you never watch a Serbian film. You just listen to us spoil it and realize that was enough. That was enough. We suffered for you. Okay, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Oh, Factor. So, you know how I like copied and pasted the script when you're looking for the subtitles? I have it in front of me, and it's like the dialogue is so fucking weird. I'm just looking at the dialogue of this movie.
Just what was the opening line to that film?
Let's see.
Baby, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, let me scroll back to the top. Baby, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then the mom walks in, and like her son's watching his dad on the porn screen.
And his dad was like appreciating. It's like, you know what? I was his age when I would watch my first porno.
Dude, I'd be uncomfortable with any of my relatives finding some pornos in or some shit like that. I'd be hella nervous about that. Jesus.
Well, so that's what, for like a good 25 minutes, man. That's what this is, and it's like a little family. And this dude's watching a lot of porn. There's a lot of sex going on in this movie. And then he's approached by this creepy-ass motherfucker like I was by Chuckklez to watch this film. You jackass!
Volkmir. That is the creepiest name. My name is Volkmir.
Volkmir.
Volkmir, like, who has their first name be the same name as their last name? Like, and also Volkmir, that's such a fucking unnatural, weird name.
Yeah.
That sounds
Lando
like a guy who's
says,
gonna rape you.
real quick, Lando said he's gonna watch this.
Bro, he's probably...
Lando, if you watch this, please put this in the review. Not just an album review, but a movie review of your own.
All right, yeah.
Lando's about to be broken next because he's not going to take the advice.
No, matter of fact, give us your full, like, face-on reaction to this film when you're done watching this, bro. For real.
I'm just, like, looking at some, like, I'm looking, all those poor girls you threw away like condoms. How come you've never done that to me? Balkan sex god, Nikola Tesla of world pornography must be Volkmir.
It is. He probably is Volkmir in the fucking flesh.
Dude, it's fucking... Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at some of the script. Your hand is special since it has jerked such a special cock.
That shit right there threw me the fuck off. Like, what? What kind of grown-ass man says that to another grown-ass man like that?
What kind of grown-ass man makes this kind of fucked up movie? How about that?
Probably want to step up the plate. Probably seen a lot of movies that were so retarded. You know what? You guys in America suck. Here in Serbia, let's show you the real deep depths of how evil our country is.
But
yeah, he said in there was an interview. He said this is a statement about what he says. He was like, I was reading articles because it's like one of those things. It's like you see this movie and you're like, there's got to be an explanation for this. Why the fuck would someone make this? And I was like reading like the director's like reasoning for making the movie, and he said he's like, this is a metaphor for what the government of Serbia is doing to its people. So I'm really scared of Serbia now.
So yeah, based on that, for real, I never want to go to Serbia ever in my life. Like, I want to stay as far away from that fucking place as I can. Because if they treat their people how the stars or the fucking actors in this film are treated, I mean, not like in the story, you know what I'm saying, not in actual life. I hope they didn't do that shit to him, because if so, this really was a snuff film, like legitimate. No, it could, like, can it be that fucked? Like, then your government's got to be walking out and occasionally just shooting people in the face for no real reason.
Dude, I remember Milos' brother, the fucking weird cop guy, just goes in the bathroom and jerks off to himself in the mirror, just looking at himself in the eyes. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of creepy person does that? Looks at themselves in their own eyes. It's like ultimate, like, narcissistic serial killer shit. Like, you like the way your own face looks that much? You want to look into your own eyes when you do that? I don't know. That's fucking weird to me.
My wife said he's got to see his O face.
Oh God.
That's what she said. Like I said, whatever. She didn't suffer through this film. So I swear, like, I'm gonna fucking, like, there's gonna be a day I'm gonna fucking just make you watch it.
So let's get into deep depths in the scenes where this man was going through, shall we?
Do we have to? Do we have to?
Well, yeah, we're reviewing the movie. One of the first places he gets taken to film this porn is the building is the home for abandoned and orphaned children. Like, that's already like a red flag. There's something fucking wrong here. Why would you film a porn at an orphanage?
That just like goes to show you. It's like, if there's something that has to do with children, I'll kindly like walk away. That's some shit I would not get into.
Like, why are we at an orphanage to shoot a porn? This is kind of weird. Like, I would already be uncomfortable. I'd be like, why? And how they blindfold him before they take him to every shoot.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah, they have him. And matter of fact, they have him blindfolded, and they already have him on film the moment he gets to the location and everything.
Yeah, and then all the people filming him have bulletproof vests.
Yeah.
Just in case if a motherfucker who wants to be suspicious, like, I need to get the fuck out of here. You better get out of your way, or I'm gonna kill you.
Dude,
then I'm scrolling
involved.
through the. I'm just totally scrolling through the script. Oh my God, some of the dialogue. You can't raise a dick. How will you raise a child? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God. So what about the first scene? So he makes it to the orphanage, and his first scene was he was getting his dick sucked by this young woman that was like abused and everything, while there was a child who was eating an ice pop, watching this guy getting a blowjob by his own mother. Like,
yeah, and that's when he fucking, like, you see him try and pull her off, and she straight bites his dick.
Like, straight up bites your dick. Like, bitch, I will punch you dead and square in the face if you do that shit to me.
I mean, that is, look, if you are giving a dude a blowjob and you bite down on his dick, unless you're being raped, that's just not acceptable and you deserve punched. I'm sorry. All right? I don't advocate fucking violence in any way, really. I mean, you can normally find a solution that's not violent in any particular situation, ladies and gentlemen, unless somebody's just being a complete asshole. But if a chick blowing you bites your dick intentionally, she needs punched. I'm sorry.
That's a falcon punch, actually.
I'm just looking. God, the dialogue in this. I just can't get over the dialogue when I'm actually looking at the script. Just like without the movie, just reading the script. It's like, here's a sentence. Does it mean I'll have to suck a donkey's dick for money? The fuck? What kind of quote is that?
Yeah, because that's his friend that he used to work with in the porn industry used to do. She used to do fucking animal porn.
I will say, if there was an English version of this movie, I would use sound bites from it, because the sound bites, there's some of them that are pretty fucking priceless if you took them out of the movie and used them in the proper context. But in the context of this film, they're really just fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he looks in.
Go ahead.
One thing that was really creepy is that it's like, he's a child psychologist who has decided to start doing porn. How do you make that transition? Just saying.
Well, let's talk about a more fucked up transition, though, because you're right. And I'm gonna say a line from the movie that I can't believe I'm even uttering out loud for any reason whatsoever ever in my life. Like, I can't believe, like, Jesus Christ, this movie was fucked up. But newborn porn.
Yeah. It's a new genre, Milo.
Yeah. I present to you the new genre. Newborn porn. Newborn!
I present to you...
And he's totally like, he totally doesn't understand why Milos is not on board with this. It's like, did you actually expect him to, like, be down with this?
No, look, if somebody walked up to me and was like, I present to you newborn porn, I'd be like, I present to you a club, repetitively, upside your skull, motherfucker. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, dude, to be honest with you, this was one of the scenes that broke me to the point, because when it comes to, like, children in general and shit like this disgusts me, like, a lot. Especially the part where she's giving birth and baby's crying, she's, just, like, living and breathing, and there's a guy with a hard-on next to her raping it, and you hear him squealing, the baby squealing. I just literally just took my headphones off and said, you know what, I gotta get some air. This shit's like, that's too much.
Yeah, that was fucking... I remember screaming no when I saw that part. I was like, no.
Oh, God. Fuck you, Chuckles. Fuck you. What the fuck? Look, again, let me reiterate. I am waving the white flag, motherfuckers. No more trying to outdo one another. Please. And I don't say please very often. I know Chuckklez for a fact that can attest to that fact over how many fucking shows and broadcasts he's done with me on this radio at this point. Please is not a word the unknown factor mutters very fucking often. But I have said it repetitively now. Please, ladies and guys, I'm waving the fucking white flag. No more trying to outdo one another.
Don't be waving the white flag because there's more to the movie. There's more.
I know.
So dude, you know what part was fucking wild was when he's fucking got like the chick, he's like doing the doggy style, and then they fucking hand the drugged up dude a machete, and he fucking uses a machete while he's banging her, just cutting her head off. That shit was fucking crazy.
That was hot.
Yeah, at that moment it goes to snuff now too. So now we've got newborn porn, we've got snuff in this film, right? Of some chick that was just tied to a bed and he was made to fuck, and they handed him a machete and he cut the bitch's head off.
Plus, and Vladimir was telling him that the prostitute that he was fucking was a whore that pretty much cheated on her husband that used to be a war hero, and then she gave him up and just did prostitution pretty much.
There was one part in the movie I actually did laugh when he holds his own dick hostage and jumps out the window. Wait.
That scene.
Yeah, no, because that gave me a giggle because, at that exact moment, I did laugh when the dude was like, "Our film jumped out the window."
Yeah, it was like, and I just loved how he was holding the knife to his thing, and they were just so like Vladimir and his team were so obsessed with that guy's dick that was like the worst thing that could ever happen would be something happened to that. Like, they were so obsessed with that dude's dick.
Your dick is beautiful. We do not want you to hurt or destroy that dick of yours.
Well, they really love that guy's dick.
That was the only part of this film in any capacity, in my opinion, that was enjoyable. When he was like about to cut off his dick, and then he was like, and then jumped out the window, and the dude was like, "Our movie just jumped out the window." Like, that one line was funny. The rest of this shit was traumatizing, depressing, and really fucked up.
Not to mention, before this even happened, he woke up from a coma. And then he had to go through these certain areas of what happened, and there were sex tapes or the tapes that he was doing to get back on point of what fucking happened.
Yeah.
And I mean,
they just show all sorts of like gnarly shit. Like, he starts looking through the footage, and then they're like plugging that chick's nose while like forcing head, so she dies. Like,
because she wanted to get him out of there, because he was getting himself into bad amounts of trouble, and then all of a sudden she gets mouth fucked to death by a guy with a white mask on. It looks like a luchador.
Who's like took out all her teeth.
At least this dude, even drugged up and as fucked up and everything as he was, he tried to do the right thing at points. I'll say that. Even in a fucking drug-induced fucking sexual rage, there were points where he was like, "No, I'm not this much of a piece of shit." You know?
Well, he only does the really bad stuff when he's on the fucking bull Viagra or whatever the fuck they're dosing him with, like the weird fucking because it seems like whatever they're giving him, he just seems like he's like on PCP, like he's like a fucking fuck monster that can't even fucking control himself like at all.
I don't know about all that, but did you know that if you take a bunch of male goats and you put them in a shed for about a month, and then you let them fuck one another, and then you take the blood-soaked cum and you mix it with milk, it apparently makes one of the finest bread spreads, just period.
The more you know.
No other point of that story than to be gross.
Like, I'm just waving my hands in the air like it's a rainbow above me. The more you know.
They literally, it was like, this movie didn't need to be more gross. They didn't need that gross story. They're like, "Oh, we'll throw a gross story in this." And I was like, why are they putting...
Elmo, do you know what they were saying? They were saying, you know what? This scene wasn't gross enough. Let's make it more gross.
Well, and the movie just gets more and more disgusting as time. It's like, that's, and there's actually a scene that outdoes the newborn porn, which you don't think can be done.
Yeah.
Is when they after he got his ass kicked by a bunch of goons when he saw a teenager in the streets masturbating in a dumpster and shit in that drug-induced haze. They bring him back to this warehouse, drug him up again, where he's in this room where there's 2 bodies laid down, covered in sheets over their heads so you don't know who they are. Automatically just runs towards it and puts his dick inside this one hole that all of a sudden just spreads out bloody and starts fucking until all of a sudden...
Can I just point out, the second I seen this, and it was 2 people, and I was like, don't tell me this. Don't let this be what I think. Don't let this be what I think. I swear to God, that one phrase was just repeating again and again in my head. Like, don't let this be what I think. Don't let this be what I think. Don't let it. Like, no, this movie cannot be that. It can't be.
This film can't go that far.
Yeah,
Come on.
It can't.
Like, they're not going to do that.
No one's going to write that and then film that and then edit it and then fucking release it like that. Like no. Just no.
Yeah, and it's like, what? All right, so continuing on, and I know this stomachs me more than you do. So all of a sudden he's fucking his body, and there comes the guy with the white mask on, sharing the other body with him. And all of a sudden it's like he pulls the mask off, and it turns out to be his brother, who happens to be a corrupted cop who is jealous of his brother because of his porn success, and his wife, which underneath that sheet was his wife, unconscious, that he's fucking. And, oh, God, I don't even want to fucking say this either.
Well, I mean, motherfucker, you picked the film, you say it.
And, all right. So he pulls the sheet off and said that was his wife, and he gets freaked out to the point where he pulls the sheet out, and it turns out to be his son that he's raping. That right there was beyond, I wouldn't say fucked up. I can't describe what word that's worse than fucked up.
I felt like that was like, I was like genuinely nauseous during that part. Like, I was actually physically ill during that part, and movies don't do that to me. I watch a lot of fucked up shit.
It's just like it's just my whole jaw went to the floor and my heart sunk, dude. The moment I seen that shit.
I mean, so look, fuck this movie, okay? Fuck whoever made this movie. Fuck the guys that wrote this movie. Fuck the people that acted in this movie. Fuck Lil Chuckle the Buckle Jr. the Third for picking this goddamn movie. All right, like seriously, like I don't know who. Jesus Christ, right? And the fact that it gets a little worse is the terrible thing. Like you think that right there, what Chuckles just said, like it can't get no worse. There's no.
No, it's just
way.
like after what happened though, he kills his brother, and what was kind of a crazy ass move when he killed that one dude with the eye patch. He had to use his dick to kill him by shoving his hard dig in his eye.
Talk about giving head.
Real quick, I just gotta say, Lando changed his mind. He's not watching this. He's not watching this movie. And first off, Lando, I said that was my advice from the beginning. Don't watch this film. Listen to the review. Know that me and Chuckles and Elmo suffered through it for you, and that's a fucking enough. It really goddamn well is, right? That's enough for anyone. No one needs to do anything more. And he also says, what the fuck factor? First off, it's not what the fuck factor, it's what the fuck Chuckles. It was his goddamn selection, not mine. Mine was Veronica, which was just some basic ass fucking bitch of a fucking possession film, right? This shit, I have no other words.
Oh man, it's just like only thing I was happy was Milo got his revenge off of these motherfuckers that did this shit to him though.
Dude, and then
that was like the one scene that he... Go ahead.
Oh wait, finish your sentence, sorry.
It was just like the scene where you know this motherfucker needs to kill these motherfuckers. Like this was beyond the limit where someone has to die, pretty much.
Dude, the very, very end, I can't believe the way they fucking ended that movie. I was like...
the moment...
Before you say that,
the moment what happened was like he got his family out of the warehouse, and just put him back into the house. That's when he woke up from his coma. He didn't remember what happened until he had to go all the way back to these certain areas to find these certain tapes of what happened. And then he comes back to the house that he was at that place where he put his son and his wife in his room, locked in a room so that no one could touch him. And everybody's completely, like, scarred beyond the limit. Like, violated, scarred, no talk, no one was talking. It was just complete utter silence. And until it got to that part where, you know, they agreed to each other. You can't, in reality, if it's like you've been in this situation, there's no point of living anymore. So they decided to agree to take their own lives. And this is when the fucked up scene comes about. So Milo shoots his wife and his son and himself in the back with a gun. They're laying together in the bed. All of a sudden, there comes 3 people come inside the room. And this old bald man comes up to the guy and unzips his pants, say, "Oh, start with the little one."
All right,
and then
first
credits.
off, fuck you both. Fuck you both. You for the Greasy Strangler, but not as much as you for a Serbian film, right? I'm making a Serbian film. I don't give a shit what it's even called. Just, like, nobody go watch it ever. It will fucking scar you for goddamn life. I swear to God, right? I'm making a fucking executive decision on the Freaky Fucked Up VR right now. Lando, pick 3 films. I want one that's really, really fucked up. I want one that's current, and I want just... pick a goddamn third one. You're getting all 3 selections for the next episode of the Freaky Fucked Up VR. This is me really throwing up the white flag, you fuckers.
Lando's picking?
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them?
That's what I said.
Wow.
That's an executive decision. And then, you know, maybe I shouldn't make that, though. This asshole's going to pick one to torture me, too. Then I'm going to have to fuck...
Yeah, do you think Lando's going to go any easier on you?
I don't think he can go that bad.
The one thing I really love about this movie was the beat. I love the beat.
If you loved anything else about this film, no, wait. I'm gonna kill you.
That shit right there, I used that shit for my Try Keep the Heads Beneath the Reds back in 2011. I fucking love that beat, dude.
All right. But I will, you say that's the only thing you love about this film. If you loved anything else, I would be really fucking worried about you, bro.
Like, seriously. I didn't know any fucked up movies. Oh, I know a couple more. But I think this one, like, beats the cake pretty much. I don't know any more that's fucked up than this.
I mean, I really, after watching this, think it would be really hard to top. And not only that, but like you said, Elmo, to note that it's supposed to be a representation of the Serbian government.
Like, what is going on in Serbia? Yeah. What is going on in Serbia to inspire this?
Oh, man. So, apparently, like, you know the scene where the kid, like, seeing his dad fucking and shit like that? That scene in general got this movie banned in several countries.
Well, yeah, it's banned several places.
It was also...
I'm on the Wikipedia right now. It's banned in Spain, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Singapore, Norway, South Korea, and had a temporary ban in Brazil.
Well, you know, surprisingly, too, which this... When my wife told me this, it amazed me. Because it was removed from Netflix in September 2011 without any kind of explanation. I want to know how the fuck it ever got on Netflix to begin with.
Oh,
I remember watching it on Netflix, and that was it.
Well, what I read about it is that it's actually the shortest running movie on Netflix. That the movie actually didn't make it 12 hours. Like, it was on Netflix for 12 hours, and they got so many complaints that they took it off so people would, like, stay subscribed to Netflix.
Yeah, because it was so fucked up. It's like people thought they were actually watching a snuff flick or watching child pornography in front of their fucking eyes. Like, what the hell is this?
My wife said, "Good call, Netflix."
Imagine if they just kept this movie.
I don't think this is something that should be on Netflix. And like, for real, no. This is not a film that should be readily... look, no. I'm not saying censor it. Whatever. If you want to put it out there, freedom of fucking speech, I'm not going to say you can't make it or it shouldn't exist or blah, blah, blah. But it should not be on a platform that is easily accessible by a young child. I'm sorry. That's flat out my goddamn opinion. You got a problem with that? Fuck off. I don't care.
I'm not saying it should. I was just thinking of how crazy it would be if they just left it there.
Yeah, and my kid runs across it, and I kill you motherfuckers for that?
People have watched it, and it was crazy, dude.
Jesus.
I can imagine people watching this in the film festivals. Like, they say that people that watch these in these certain film festivals couldn't bear stomach and had to walk away during the crazy scenes and everything.
Yeah, I think this is kind of actually, I consider this movie is the modern day Cannibal Holocaust, because at the time it was made, that was the mother of like the most fucked up movie of all time, and this one actually stole the shine from Cannibal Holocaust, which is hard to do because Cannibal Holocaust, the director was arrested like immediately when it came out. He got arrested like flat out.
There is this really
fucked
up
dude,
part
because you made a movie that people thought we were watching a snuff flick or somebody getting killed on camera, and children were involved, dude. You know you're gonna get arrested for this bullshit.
And look, there's this really fucked up part of me. I ain't even making that statement. Never mind. I'm going to make that statement actually before somebody misinterprets it and fucking thinks something way more twisted than what I was thinking. So, never mind. I am going to make that statement before somebody thinks I'm on a whole nother different level. But there's this fucked up part of me that wants to be like, find a more fucked up movie than that. I dare you. All right? Okay, but in saying that, if you find a more fucked up movie than that, hey, I'll buy it. I'm like, I'll fucking believe you. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, you're like, if the rabbit hole goes farther than this movie, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Like, I'll stop here. There's other films above in the rabbit hole that we haven't even gotten into that are really fucked up as it is. I don't need to go any farther down the goddamn rabbit hole. This was my rabbit hole limit right here.
Well, to tell you the truth, the pick I was gonna do for next time isn't really that fucked up. I just thought it was a good movie. But if you want to still leave it up to Lando, I don't think the one I was gonna pick was like that fucked up.
Well, my wife said just give him one pick. I say just give him all fucking three and let's see what he comes up with. What do you guys say? We'll put it to a vote. We got one give it all to Lando, one give one to Lando. What do you two say?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck does that mean? I gave two options, asshole.
Yeah. Let's hear what Chuckklez wants first.
Like, how many Fs do I give?
No. Wait. Based on that, Elmo, you have to answer first.
I mean, I'm neutral, but I feel like Lando's just gonna punish you. I feel like Lando will just like fuck you up if you give him all three.
All right. Well, then let me clarify. Like, you just heard the review of this film, Lando. If you bring me something that is 75% as fucked up as this film was, yes, I gave a percentage. That 75% as fucked up as this a Serbian film was, you're fired, and I'm deleting all your reviews, including the one where you reviewed mine. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, did you see what Lando just said? I was thinking all four of us pick a film.
All right.
Give
what
Lando
does that mean? Like, we each pick one, or we're all picking one? I don't get it.
Like Lando, like we review 4 movies.
Fuck it. Fine. Whatever. We'll have a bonus edition. But I swear to God, if anybody brings up anything that is 75% as fucked up as this movie is, you are fired. I don't give a fuck how many hosts, how many shows you are. You hear me, Chuckklez?
I think I won the bet by scarring factor on the.
Yeah, no, you win.
Hour.
You win. I'm throwing the white flag, motherfucker. Do I need to go get a literal one? Because I will. Here, look. All right, I ain't got a white flag. Does a fucking white tiger work? Man. All right, here's a white tiger. Stop it, Jesus Christ.
Chuckles picked that movie for this reaction.
Oh man.
Chuckles just basically wanted to play with the bear trap and see what happens. That's pretty much why Chuckles picked this.
Are you just sick of the radio, bro? Did you want me to fire you? What the fuck?
Well, this is the freaky fucked up fear hour, so I have to find something fucked up. And fear, it scarred us all, right?
All right. So, I will have to say that as far as the rating on this, gentlemen, I think it goes without saying this shit right here is triple F rated.
Oh, by far, yeah. It's probably
triple F. There was freaky ass scenes, there was fucked up scenes, and there was scenes that feared us for our lives.
Yeah. And I think, can I say real quick, I think that's the other thing about this. If you look at this film, it's some shit that could sincerely happen in the world that we live in. And that adds another level of terrifying to what the fuck it is.
Yeah, because this isn't like ghosts and goblins. This is like humans, like,
realistic
could do this shit. Humans could do this. If somebody was fucked up enough to do this in real life, they could go do it. That's the really fucking horrible part.
You don't believe us? Go to fucking bestscore.com and you'll see the reality of humans, how evil they fucking are.
Wait, what? Lando says he's got a feeling that you're going to be fired, Chuckles, on the next episode.
Who knows?
Look, if he pulls out something that is worse than that, I might. I'm just really kidding, but like, Jesus Christ, because honestly, I don't think he can. I honestly, there's part of me that's like, I dare y'all motherfuckers, find a worse film. I don't think it exists.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find another one if you want me to.
Chuckles is just going to try and go farther down the rabbit hole.
Fine.
Oh, I think I know one that's very good. I know one that's very good.
Chuckles has no mercy, does he?
Y'all can't see my smile right now because I'm behind the phone, but I'm having my sinister Chuckles smile right now.
But how the fuck is it worse than that? Well, what you got?
It's
fucker?
one of the categories, but Serbian film is number one. But second film, I'll probably have to go with Where the Dead Go to Die by Jimmy Screamer Claus for the next episode.
Oh, that movie's lame. I didn't like it, but anyway.
You don't like it?
I didn't like Where the Dead Go to Die. Like, I hated the fucking voices in that. Oh, God. The dubbing was so bad.
Yeah, but the themes to it, though, it was fucked up. Come on.
That movie's, like, disturbing and a shitty movie. Like, Where the Dead Go to Die, at least the Serbian film was, like, well-produced and polished and made to look like a movie.
You know what? I'll find another movie that's, like, not going to give your critical asshole opinion about it. Elmo.
I swear to God. You know what I'm going to pick for the next goddamn episode? I'm going to be like Avengers, Infinity War. Fuck it.
Oh my God, like that ending though. Don't even get me started with that fucking ending.
Wait, why? What's wrong with that ending?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I have.
Watch to find out.
That movie was the shit.
Yeah, and how do you feel about that ending though?
That was awesome. I read the comic books, bro. I know what's happening.
It just it made me, it just felt like I was listening to that song, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend, in the background the moment I saw that ending of that movie.
No, dude, look, that shit was supposed to be sad at the end of that film. And like I said, I've read every Infinity storyline from the Infinity Gauntlet, which is the original, to Infinity, which is the newest that they've done. I love how we got on some Super Nintendo shit, but whatever. And so I expected a lot of what they did in that movie because I know a lot of the reference material. So when he was like, and half the people died, yeah, I knew that was coming.
Like, what was the point of fucking creating a Black Panther movie and you know you're gonna kill him off in Infinity Wars? That's the dumbest shit ever.
I like how this is the first movie we just stopped talking about horror movies, like, right after we talked about this one.
Because we were describing what we said about a Serbian film. Okay, let's talk about something happy right now.
Yeah, let's talk about, and I love how, so we go to the Infinity War where they kill half the Marvel Universe, which, first off, is way more happy than any part of a suburban film, or a Serbian film, I just have to say. Like, the Infinity War was more of a happy-go-lucky film than a Serbian film was. Let's make that shit clear.
Okay.
The Serbian film is the first movie where you're like, you would watch it and then be like, I'm gonna go watch Schindler's List to cheer myself up.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, fuck that, Chuckklez. He's right. I mean, it's true. It's true. I could watch fucking. You couldn't name a film. I'd go watch the fucking Human Centipede to cheer me up after that goddamn shit.
The second one too.
Fuck.
I'd rather see someone get
the whole
shit
trilogy
in their mouth than see what I've just seen after that.
Lando said, "Okay, let's talk about balloons and butterflies." I think we even scarred Lando just reviewing it. I want to point that out. We scarred Lando. He didn't even see the fucking movie.
He's just like...
I'd rather watch Lords of Salem again than watch this bullshit.
Well, you just, Lando... Yeah, we've managed to traumatize someone with a movie review.
That's pretty awesome, I will say.
Yeah, right?
Like, we just traumatized...
Go ahead, man.
We just traumatized someone's movie review. I was just repeating it.
I survived the Serbian film.
I just... no more, guys. Let's play nice now. Jesus fucking Christ, right?
Come on, it's a freaky fucked up fear. We have to play some.
Alright, yeah, we ain't gonna play nice. You're right.
It's like when it comes to like this show, it's like Elmo's the one that finds the freakiest shit. You find the fear, I find the fucked up ones.
Okay. Let's stick to that forte for next month. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very, very, very triple F rated version, or I mean, very triple F rated episode of the Freaky Fucked Up VR. Goddamn Serbian film, I swear to fucking God, right? And, well, it wasn't Elmo that tortured me today, it was Chuckklez. It will be me and Chuckklez torturing Elmo tomorrow on the Freaky Fucked Up VR. That's right. I said the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour, whatever. I'm used to having this asshole on that show. I'm not used to having him on that show. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to call tomorrow another Freaky... I'm kidding. We're not doing another Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, it'll be the No Fucks Given Hour. Yeah, Elmo in the motherfucking house. We're going to get into some shit he does, you know, foot fetishes, fucking... we might have a little preview.
What caused him to have that foot fetish?
Oh, that's a good question. We might get into that. We'll do that shit tomorrow, though. Yeah, we're also going to have a little preview of a little video that he's got coming up here soon. We will have that dropping for you tomorrow on No Fucks Given Radio up on the YouTube, so make sure you check that out. We're going to dig into his mind, find out all kind of more things about
What is
Homo
his fascination with the Greasy Strangler?
Hey, look, I would rather have to watch the Greasy Strangler on fucking repeat for a goddamn week than have to watch a Serbian film one more fucking time. You got me?
Yeah, I'd rather eat another. I'd rather eat a greasy grapefruit than watch that shit again.
That's
oily grapefruit, actually. Than watch it.
I mean, yeah, if I was presented with, like, I had to do one of those, yeah, whatever, I would. But like I said, we're gonna have Elmo.
Would you like a piece of this oily grapefruit?
Hey, you know, it is funny, Chuckklez. It normally is only you that does fucking back-to-back shows, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you're the only...
Yeah, this will be the first time I've done back-to-back.
Yeah, so we got to get back-to-back, which I think is fucking fair after we're traumatizing motherfuckers. What up, Misfit? You totally fucking missed the review of a Serbian film. I suggest you go back and check it out, but do not check out the film. Just get traumatized by the review like Lando did. And yes, Lando, tomorrow, Elmo dies. That's motherfucking right. But, you know, I will have to say, right after that, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday, ooh, shit, we're going to get underground with a motherfucking Avenger. Yeah, who goes by the name of Class. I look forward to that. We're going to get into the upcoming release, Underground Avengers Killer Instinct, break some shit down with him, get into that, all kinds of goodness. But before we cut out this bitch, and I'm fucking, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with us? I swear to God, I'm like making it a point I want to pick out a more fucked up film, but whatever. Any final thoughts, Elmo, before we cut out this bitch?
Hey, thoughts, May 20th, new Elmo 4-on-5 video featuring Big Sess and Mars. We in this thing for shows and I sucked your girl's toes.
Nice.
Toe-sucking motherfucker. Chuckles, final thoughts?
Oh, what do I have in store? I think, yes, next week I will be opening up for the big homie Mercules for his United States tour coming to San Jose, California at the Britannia Arms in Cupertino, hosted by the good homie Kung Fu Vampire on the Friday night, actually. So if you're all looking for tickets, please hit me up in my inbox today and be sure to get on the listings because you do not want to miss out on this shit.
Hell yeah, and I just got to say, as far as myself, we got, you can catch myself in Tip City, Ohio at the Longhorn Saloon.
No, that's Toledo.
Oh, Toledo, Ohio. Why did I say Tipsy? I'm thinking that one. That's, all right, Toledo, Ohio at the Longhorn Saloon, and that's been changed, but whatever, we'll get to that with Cadaver on the Rotten Robbie tour.
Yeah, you, Cadaver, what up, though? Love you, bro.
The Cadaver. June 15th, ladies and gentlemen. Cadaver, catch that. It'll be myself, Bobby Waters. We got Killer King in the house. Like I said, Cadaver will be there. Then June 30th, Lords of Chaos. Myself and the Super Smash Bros. Will be fucking laying it down. Front Row Live, Kokomo, Indiana. And then, on top of that, you can catch us out at Pirate Fest, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'll be out there fucking rocking it with Bobby. Got some pirate shit going on. No Fucks Given Radio will be in the fucking house. 3 days, right? We're going to cook chili one of them nights. Just get a big old pot, have a fucking NFGR fucking chili stew. That's what's going on, right? And besides that, like I said, we got fucking Elmo coming up tomorrow. We got Class coming up Friday. And have a good night, y'all.
And the words I have to say about this episode was bravo, bravo, bravo.
Volkmir, Volkmir.